guys, welcome back to our vegan kitchen and dogs drinking.
Yes, every time.
98% of the time, every time. Alright, so we're gonna make somebody else's recipe today. I've been doing a lot more of that lately, and I think it's really nice to see what everybody else is doing, because why reinvent the wheel, right?
Exactly.
So today, the lucky person for me is Stache. I think they're vegan. They're at least vegetarian, I think. I'm not sure.
But this recipe is...
This recipe is vegan. So he's been experimenting a lot lately. By the way, I'll leave the link in the info box below for you to check him out, because his channel is phenomenal. He's been experimenting a lot lately with cheeses and vegan fried chicken and all kinds of stuff like that. All the, I like to say, big heart ticket items, like these are the things that all vegans want. The holy grail of chicken, the holy grail of, cheese, we all want it. So today, I was intrigued because I came across a recipe that said mozzarella cheese with only 4 ingredients. And by the way, it was more than 4. So I don't know how he counted 4, because it was definitely more than 4, but that's okay because it's only like 6. So we've got Ripple. I've never done anything with this before. I think I might have tried it once, and I was like, this is kind of thick, and it tastes kind of...
what is it?
It's milk.
Made from what?
Pea protein.
Oh.
So this is a nice one because it's got a lot of protein in it, and it's got DHA in it and omega-3s. If you're in the UK, omegas.
Oh, you got your B12 in there too.
Yeah, you got a lot of good stuff in here, and I don't usually get this one. So this is the one that he likes to use. I think he also made a recipe video, creamy ice cream with this too, because I think it's a little bit thicker. And it's sweating quite a lot right now, just like me. Especially after that bike ride this morning. Alright, so what he proposes to do, and I will leave the exact video also in the info box below. He recommends sweating this down, 4 cups of it. So let's do 4 cups. It's not the whole container. I wish it kind of was, so I just didn't have this like laying around, because I don't know if I'm going to, what I'm going to use it for.
We'll find a use for it.
Yeah, maybe in a smoothie or something. Pampered Chef, don't fail me now. Where's 4 cups? All right, 4 cups is right here. So let's, ooh, it looks kind of, it's thick. It's thicky. All right, that's 4 cups. And this, there's like a cup and a half left in there. I should just throw the whole thing in, but I'm trying to be good and
follow the recipe.
So I'm putting the 4 cups in my pan here, and guess what? This part takes half an hour. Half an hour standing next to the stove stirring this so it doesn't get a skin, and it will if you stop stirring it. So I'm just going to get all of the goodness in here. We're going to put this on medium-low, or a little bit in between medium and low. I know! I'm going to put it on the small burner, because I'm going to put it on medium on the small burner, because I really don't want this to burn.
No skins.
Right, so basically I'm going to be going like this over the stove for half an hour.
Oh my goodness.
See you in half an hour. Alright guys, so it's 2 minutes over the half an hour mark, and if you're wondering what the reason for this was, it's because you're trying to get some liquid out of it. Like when you make cow's cheese, you put a coagulant in there and the water separates from the solids. So we can't do that with pea protein because coagulant wouldn't work. So that's why we're reducing it to concentrate the proteins and, make it thicker like real cheese would be. So he did his in a blender for the second part. I'm pretty confident that I don't have to measure this, that I've got just about the right amount of reduced pea milk.
Do we have to turn that burner off?
No, because we're going to put it back on.
Oh.
Oh, it is pretty hot though. I find too that if you're doing this at home, if you're crazy like me, if you whisk it like this, you can see more steam comes out of it, hence more liquid is coming out of it when the steam comes out of it. So if you could do that while you're doing it, as opposed to just letting it sit like that, you don't get as much steam, or at least it doesn't seem like it is. But I was wrong about the ingredient number. It wasn't 6, but it still wasn't 4. It was 5. So we split it down the middle.
Split the difference.
Yeah. So this part is going to happen pretty quickly. So let me just explain to you guys. I've got a mold over here, which is basically just a glass like Pyrex. I've just sprayed a little bit of avocado oil on there because I don't want that to stick. And in the bowl here, I've got salt, lactic acid, which is this. Probably not going to be able to find that in a supermarket unless you've got a really super duper supermarket or like a Whole Foods.
Super duper market?
Yeah, they should change the name to super duper markets like Whole Foods. Whole Foods might have that. Also, capicaraginin. Probably won't be able to find that in a supermarket either. All of these are Amazon things. This is tapioca starch. So I'll leave his link in the bottom bar. That's got all of the measurements in there for you, so you can go check that out. But tapioca, capicaraginin, salt, and lactic acid. The lactic acid is vegan and is going to give it that tangy, cheesy flavor. So I'm hoping I'm not going to get some lumps. I'm just going to dump this in and give it a whisk, and then I'm going to change to a like a paddle type thing because I don't want all of the thick cheese to get caught in the whisk. That's going to be a pain in the butt to get it out. So I'm just going to try and get rid of all the lumps here before I put it back on the heat and then switch over to my silicone spoon. Alright, I'm hoping this is thick enough. I kind of let it boil a little bit for 5 minutes or so. I had a little spill here. I got a little nuts.
Oops!
It went, and the dogs came over and said,
I heard a spill.
What's going on? So, you can see it's pretty thick. Not that thick, though. I'm hoping it's cooked enough. I hope this isn't a fail. Because I really need this job.
Yeah.
Alright, we're pouring it into the mold.
I see some chunksters in there.
Yeah, that's because from scraped off like the bottom.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to fill this up as much as I can. And then maybe we'll just let the pot cool off and eat what's from the pot. What the pot has, what goodness to give us. Let's see. Now, I guess maybe I'll just put everything in there that I can.
Alright.
Good thing I spilled that little part.
Yeah, right?
I meant to do that. Whoa! Alright, so I'm going to let this cool off on the table to pretty much room temperature, and then I'm going to transfer it to the fridge for at least an hour. Longer would be better. And we're back. Alright, so this has been chilling, and I'm opening it. Oh, okay. Let's flip it.
Nice.
Looks like a cheese.
Held together nicely.
Yeah. I mean, it's a little soft. I don't know whether I didn't reduce it enough or what.
Mm-hmm.
But let's see what it tastes like. Because, I mean, that's something that can be fixed. But taste, I don't know. Cuts nice-ish.
Mm.
I don't know. There's like...
What are all those little bubbly things in there? Bubbledy boos.
Maybe I should have done the blender method.
Maybe.
Let's see. The bubbly things don't taste like anything.
Okay. What do you think?
Soft. It's a little lacking on the flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe you could have used more salt.
Okay.
But
Is it cheesy in nature? By nature? No?
well, would you like to try it?
Okay. Now I'm scared.
Maybe it would be better on a pizza or something.
I want to try it on a cracker.
All right, let me grab some crackers.
We got some Ritz here. The devil.
Yeah, we're also going to try it on a little pizza bagel type situation.
Oh, so like toasted?
Yeah.
Just to see.
I think I really blew it.
Yeah? Just because of the blender?
The blender, Not enough salt, although I thought in the video he said half a teaspoon. Well, as I was putting in half a teaspoon, I was thinking, this doesn't seem like enough salt.
Yeah. It definitely needs more flavor.
Yeah. The texture's not great either.
It's not my favorite, but I feel like it's got potential.
I think the blender thing, that looks like carrageenan, like gelatin, but
Yeah.
vegan type gelatin,
Mhm.
carrageenan, or the tapioca. Would I do it again? Probably not. Because it's a lot of work to go through, and we really don't eat that much vegan cheese.
I mean, we eat a lot of the yellow sauce.
Yes.
Yellow sauce.
But that's like really good for you.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's got all that hemp in there.
Yeah.
But would I do this again? Probably not.
Well, that's a bummer.
It is a bummer. But let's try the pizza thing and see what happens. Alright, we tried to zhuzh it up. We did a little French bread pizza type thing over here. Okay.
No. Is it just not enough salt?
I mean, yes, I'll say I effed up by not putting it in the blender. But that's not going to affect the taste.
Did we just not put enough salt? Like, do we mess up the recipe?
I think salt would help,
Mm-hmm.
but this is not mozzarella cheese.
No.
I feel a little bit cheated because at the end of the Stache video, they said, "Now that's mozzarella," and I'm like, maybe the takeaway here is don't try and make mozzarella out of 4 or even 5 ingredients, because it's probably not going to be like mozzarella. I mean, like, cheese is a very complicated thing,
Mm-hmm.
very subtle in its flavor and texture and everything, and when you try and just throw something together, it's not going to be mozzarella. I mean, I wouldn't be so upset if at the end they hadn't been like, now that's mozzarella, and it cut so nicely, and they made a caprese salad, and I'm sorry, I wanted to like it, that's why I made it, but it's not mozzarella. I hate being the bearer of bad news.
Well, at least we tried.
Maybe his was better. Maybe, like, maybe if you're a new vegan and you're like, you haven't had cheese in a while or whatever, and you're like, oh, that's cheese. Sorry, guys, I failed. Let me know what I did wrong. I hope Sauce Stache never sees this.
Oh.
But what can I say? I have to be honest, and
It just wasn't for us. Maybe
Wasn't
somebody
for
else
us.
would love this.
they might.
Let us know if you've tried it yourself.
Sorry, it was a fail. I know we have people saying, oh, you shouldn't make videos unless they're wins, but sometimes you gotta do a fail too. So thanks for watching. Subscribe for more fails and maybe a few wins thrown in. And until next time, much love.